All right, so Jalen Brunson's on a crazy run right now. You mentioned in a tweet what elite company he's in. Do you think this is something that the Knicks can sustain? I mean, Jalen Brunson will have to score 40 points every game just for them to stay in it. Do you think they'll be able to do that? Can this carry over to the finals?
Okay, so the tweet was Jalen Brunson's the 10th player in NBA history to have 200 or more points over a 5-game playoff run. Joining these people: LeBron, Jordan, Wilt West, Elgin, Rick Barry, Kevin Durant, Allen Iverson, Bernard King. So the one name there that doesn't really fit with the others is Bernard King, who, by the way, was 50th on my 50 best players of the last 50 years list. Underrated guy, career absolutely submarined by injury. So the question is, so let's look at what Bernard did. Bernard did it in the first round of the 84 playoffs against the Pistons. A series the Knicks, to be honest, had no business winning, and Bernard willed them there. The next round, they then faced Boston, a Boston team that was the defending world champions, and that series went 7 games. And in that series, you could argue Bernard was the best player. He averaged 29 a game. Bird averaged 30. Bird was probably, you can't really, I guess, argue Bernard was the best player. Bird was the best player. But that series honestly didn't have real business going 7 at all. And Bernard was great in that series. Do I think Jalen can keep this up for the rest of the playoffs? 40 a game? No. Do I think that if Tyrese Halliburton is going to give you 6 points, 6, that the Knicks could win this series without Brunson keeping it up? And then could he throw a scare in Boston? I do. And here is would be my only concern for Boston, DeMonte. Going from the Heat without Jimmy Butler to this Cavs team that we don't even know what Jared Allen's health is going to be, to the Knicks, who are just going to beat the hell out of you for 48 minutes, could be a bit of a shock to the system. But Boston has so many wing defenders and so much length. You've got to think that Jalen's not going to be able to keep this up and that Boston should overwhelm the Knicks.
Yeah.
Say it again?
No, too good on defense. And yeah, they do have the easiest path to the finals. So, I mean, that will be a worry.
And
even
they earned it.
When they do get past, right? But no, I'm not worried about the Knicks.
But I really like watching the Knicks, man. You just know every game's going to come down to the last 3 minutes, and more often than not, they're going to out-execute you. Josh Hart is one of my favorite players, one of my favorite role players of the last decade to watch. He is just the definition of winning basketball. And his rebounding numbers are an absurdity. The dude is 6'4". In the playoffs, DeMonte, here are his rebounds each game. 13, 15, 6, 17, 9, 14. Josh Hart is averaging 12.5 rebounds a game at 6'4". Last night, he also filled it up on the offensive end, which is kind of just a bonus. Also, here are Josh Hart's minutes played, okay, in the postseason. 42, 48, 43, 46, 53, 46, 48. He is averaging 47 minutes per game.
Tibbs.
I mean, well, that's the other thing you worry about with the Knicks. They were in a 6-game war with Philly. I don't think the Pacers series is going to be fast. And then the Celtics probably going to have played, what do we think, 10 games by the conference finals? Back-to-back gentleman sweeps probably. So, but shout out to Josh Hart, man. And
those dudes are playing for each other, man.
Yeah, 100%. And this Knicks team is going to look dangerous with Kevin Durant on it, let me tell you. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.